Okay, we are finally live. Thank gosh.
Okay, awesome.
I'm sorry. I bet you're like, man, I wish I didn't do this now. This guy.
No, no, absolutely not. It's I've had experience with StreamYards, not me as operating, but it always does something funny.
All right, let me hop on, get the introduction, and then we can get the party started.
Yeah, no pressure. It's I'm chilling right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Just like that, I'm not drawing pages all day. Oh yeah, I got a notification that it's live. Yeah.
Okay. Check. Checkity check. Let me know finally if we are we live? Can people hear my sweet angelic voice? Somebody let me know in chat just so I feel better that I am live. Okay, sweet. Okay, there is, from what I see on my end, there is a maybe 5 to 10 second delay between, maybe even more, 5 to 15 second delay between what I'm saying in the stream. So I will try to keep up with chat, but you guys might be a little behind. So just bear with me. Okay, so we have our special guest waiting in the wing patiently while I mess up the stream. Let's see. Okay. All right, everything seems to be working. Chat is here. Thank goodness. I'm sorry. Okay, so we are a smidge behind, so we are just going to get straight into it and straight going here. Let me introduce to you our guest, who is super awesome. Everybody ready? All right. Our guest today, if you have not noticed or read the title, is the creator of a super awesome manga that not only is super drawn well, the story is awesome, and if you have not heard about it, just sit back, relax, and you are going to. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sloths of all ages, let me introduce to you the mangaka of the hit series Tomahawk Angel, the man with a super cool name, Odysseus Theodoratos, aka Mangaka Ody. Woo!
Hello, hello everyone.
Woo!
And your shirt is super cool.
Oh yeah. Hey, are we matching?
Yeah, I guess so. Hello everyone. Thanks for having me on. It's super awesome.
Yeah, I before this, like a week before, I went on Tapas. Am I saying that right? Because I might reference it.
Mm-hmm.
I went on there and I bought some Tomahawk Angel merch, and this is the one
Oh,
with
you
the.
got it there. Okay.
Oh yeah, we are. I was trying to buy it from the most legit place that I could, so hopefully you get some kickback from that.
Thanks.
And this is the one with the wings on the back, so it's super
really?
cool. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Really suits you. By the way. Yeah.
I'll just keep making shirts. I'll make my whole wardrobe Tomahawk Angel inspired.
Let's go.
All right. So first things first. I mean, we talked behind the scenes here a little bit, but how are you doing? How has your day been so far? Pretty basic.
Oh, super cool. I took a nap before we started the stream, so
Naps.
yeah. I'm relaxed. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's nice to do something different, other than drawing all day.
I have to ask just to make sure I'm not just putting my foot in my mouth. Did I pronounce your name correct? Odysseus Theodoratos?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Or am I like pronouncing Theodoratos wrong? I feel like I might be.
Well, there is the Greek pronunciation, Odysseus Theodoratos, but yeah, it's in English, yeah, pretty much nailed it, you know.
Oh yeah, with our English speaking mouths, we kind of like blast the letters in there. Just read them for their
Yeah,
for the.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's yeah, nailed it.
But we'll go by Odie here. Mangaka
Yeah, yeah,
Ody.
yeah.
Did you shorten or make that? When did you decide to be Mangaka Ody?
Um, my friends always used to call me Odie, just for the short version. And I always wanted to be a manga artist, so I figured, okay, well then let's make it manga Ody. Yeah, it's that's how I came up with it. Not really something special.
Yeah, because when I've been talking to people about you and your manga, I mentioned that you're Greek and your name, and they all just say the same thing. Holy crap, that dude has a sweet name.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we think your name is awesome over here. It just sounds
Oh,
really
really?
cool.
Everyone says it's super long.
I mean, when I'm talking to my neighbor or something, and his name's Joe or Frank, it sounds a lot cooler than that. So, starting to get into it here, I have sections of questions I want to ask, just
Hmm.
so I don't miss anything, because there's a lot I want to go over, and talk about you.
Yep.
And if it's all right, I want to ask: Was I? We'll start with the only thing about me.
Hmm.
Was I one of the first people to mention the physical Tomahawk Angel when I posted it on Instagram? Because I was very surprised that you responded back to me.
Um, don't remember. It was a post, right?
It was a story post. Here's what happened. I went to my local bookstore and I seen this book. Now, I'm in the manga world.
Hmm.
I never heard of Tomahawk Angel. And I seen it on the shelf and I was like, it sounds sweet. It looks sweet. And I'm a Dark Horse fan and they don't print very much of anything new. They're almost in like the reprint business.
Mm.
So I picked it up, I flipped through it, and I'm like, this art looks insane. I bought it, but I didn't know my bookstore put it out like 7 days early.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I read it that night and then I was like, yo, this is awesome. I put it on a story post and I at you and you responded. And I don't know, I was surprised.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm looking for I'm googling, Tomahawk Angel to see if anything pops up on YouTube, stuff like that. Yeah, but I was just surprised, that um someone is posting about it. Uh it's something new to me, so I was very excited.
Yeah, I know the digital version's been out for a while. How long has Getting off track here, a smidge, but how long has the digital version been online for people to read? Has it been
Oh,
multiple years?
since 2021, I think. Uh,
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
So we're going on, if not over, 3 years now. That's a long time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then
Just
the physicals will be coming up on a year later this year since they were released, which is cool.
Mhm.
Okay. So I wanted to say to that point, your book passed a test that I tell people not to do. I usually tell people the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. But I
Okay.
went and which is generally the other side. Like if you don't like the art or something and people go, I don't want to read that because it looks stupid, but it might have the greatest story inside. that'll blow their mind, that's usually what it means. But I went into the store and I did the opposite. I seen this. I mean, I'm showing you your work. Have you seen this, Odie? Have you seen this?
I've seen it way too many times.
I'll send you a copy. You need to read this. It's I saw this and I flipped through it, and I don't know if you like this guy or not, but when I seen that it was Dark Horse, it gave me, for the few seconds I flipped through it, I seen all the black ink. I am a big fan of when people use this much black. It just looks awesome.
Yeah,
And
I just blasted it.
yeah, I love it. I love it. Do not stop. It reminded me of Helsing when I first saw Helsing. I don't know if you're familiar with Helsing,
Mhm.
but a big fan of Helsing. So I was like, yo, I got to read this. And now here we are. Here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just afraid that they were gonna think that they're spending too much ink. I don't know, and that was kind of worrisome to me.
Yeah, I wonder how they go about that, because I know,
Ink is expensive. Yeah.
yeah. And but I will say, we'll get into the publishing and Dark Horse a little later, but I
Mhm.
will say Dark Horse is the one. If there was going to be someone who was going to just allow the ink to rain, it would be Dark Horse.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what chat's saying here real quick. Odie, we love you. Well, me too.
Oh, thank you.
Somebody saying your manga is big here in South Africa. Whoa,
Oh, oh,
that's got
really?
to be really awesome to hear. I gotta tell you,
Yeah, I didn't know. Wow.
South
Okay.
Africa. Let's see. Someone says you're so cute. Wow, you're a fan.
They're talking about you, not me.
It says Odie is so cute, so I think they're talking about you. Got new people. Okay. All right, sweet. Everybody's super pumped. It looks like some people are fans of the manga already.
Oh, let's go.
All right, let's just get into it. A lot of things to go over.
Mhm.
I mean, this one's kind of broad, but how did your manga career start? Like, when did you think or feel that it's now the beginning? I am now officially, whether it's true or in my mind, I'm going to be a mangaka. Now's the time. It is starting.
So it started when I was about 18. Um, and I was in high school still, in the final class. And I watched. I wasn't into manga. I didn't know what manga was actually. Jesus. I wanted to get into anime, and a friend suggested Death Note. I watched that, and I was instantly hooked. I watched the whole series. Then I watched Tokyo Ghoul, and that was the the nail in the coffin, let's say. And I wanted to make my own anime, like many kids aspire to do. And I didn't know how, so I figured, okay, anime. Maybe I go for animation classes. That's the logical thing to do. And I did that, but I quit pretty quickly because I learned that manga was the starting point, and I started doing that. I saw that there are manga competitions, and that was basically a must for every manga artist to take part in manga competitions. So I started drawing manga. Like from that day forward, I did only that all day, every day, and I just couldn't stop. I just couldn't. I lost a few competitions, and every time I would say to myself that, okay, if I lose this one, it's gonna be that's gonna be it. You know, it's not for me. But when I saw the results, I said, okay, maybe one more. Okay, I can do one more, and I just kept going, I guess. And yeah, finally I won my first competition, like first place, and I was so excited. You know.
So when you won that competition, what did you actually turn in? Was it just like, did they have a set number of pages or panels or something? Or did you have to write like a little story? Like what actually did you make that won that competition?
So it was um I would always go for the max amount of pages just to show the judges that I'm all in, you know. And yeah, it's pretty much you write your own story in most manga competitions, if not all. You go freestyle, you know. You do whatever you want. And I just came up with a dark story, you know, um, about a guy who's trying to cure his daughter from disabilities, and he would do that by contacting a demon or something like that. And yeah, I just you know, surprisingly got first place, and um, I was meant to go to Japan for the award ceremony, but that got cancelled because it was COVID at the time. So that really sucked. Never happened.
Well, I am happy you won, and which we'll talk about a smidge later, I see how much work and effort you put in and the passion where you think no matter what, I'm going to turn in the max amount, which is going to show them how much harder and more work and more thought I'm putting into this, which is awesome.
Hmm.
Chat, yes, I will be posting this on a video probably this weekend, and so you'll be able to watch it there. Uh, Before we get too far, let me add this. This, for everyone watching, this is some of the stuff that we're going to be giving away, so make sure you stay
Oh,
tuned.
oh.
This is just a picture from my Instagram here. We got signed copies, regular copies unsigned. I'll be giving away a set of 1 and 2, and then 2 number 1s. Then we have a sealed, signed, verified copy. So some cool stuff here, all from Odie. Yes,
Good luck.
everybody's you can't hear them, but they're all cheering. Free stuff, free stuff.
Yep. Good luck, guys. It's gonna be giveaway, right?
Yes, giveaway, giveaway.
Awesome.
I will be paying for the shipping and everything, so no one has to worry. Everything is free, free, free.
Yay.
Yeah, it's free stuff. We got a lot of people saying waiting on the 3rd volume, so are we. We
I
got
cannot
people.
talk about that, but mm, just wait a bit longer.
Patience, patience.
Yep.
Uh, oh, we got people saying we're waiting on the Tomahawk Angel anime. I think we're all waiting for that too. That would be great.
Oh, I hope. I hope it happens soon.
Okay, let's see. I gotta ask: are you thinking about, dreaming about, or just like visioning Tomahawk Angel all the time? Whether you're driving, in the shower, going for a walk, working out, are you just like thinking about it all the time?
Here's the thing. If you have a clear picture of what the plot is gonna be, you can then visualize scenes that you're gonna draw in the manga. Um, and I was struggling with this for quite some time because I had so many pieces um, in my hands, and I didn't quite know how to glue them together, and that was problematic for me. So actually, just yesterday, I managed to find a way to glue all the pieces together, and well, first of all, the story is insane. It goes so deep. We're gonna talk about this more later.
Yep, yep.
Um, but but yeah, now that I have all the pieces glued together, I can sort of for example, in the shower, just think about the plot, with more confidence, and think about stuff like that, So yeah, whenever I'm relaxed, I just think about the plot.
I'm I understand that completely. I've envisioned stories before, and once you have certain pieces of the plot or certain important moments, then you just start visualizing it almost like it's coming together like a movie in your head.
hmm
And
hmm
and that's great. That's great.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, it's like an episode.
So what is your schedule like specifically around your manga?
Holy
Do you
crap!
do I want to know if it's different every day or if you have something that you specifically lock in, like I need to work 6 hours a day no matter what on drawing or storyboard or backgrounds, something. Or do you have a different way of doing it? What's your schedule like?
Wow, my schedule. Okay. So the thing is, I was studying the schedules of many different manga artists. Not anyone in specific, but they're very strict. Like the Japanese manga artists. Okay, so yeah, they do something like waking up at 7 in the morning, draw for like 8 hours or something, and then go about their day. Or it's very strict. But with me, I kind of don't give a crap anymore. I just wake up whenever the heck I want. Like today, for example, I woke up at 2 p.m. and I just starting drawing the pages. Uh, if I get tired, I might take a nap. I might wake up at 6 or something. I don't know. Then I go for drawing again until 2 a.m. and then I just do whatever. It just I don't care anymore to have a consistent schedule. I just care about getting the things done, um, however long it takes, and I just don't want to feel tired. So when I feel tired, I just go to sleep. Yeah,
It's that easy, people. If you're tired, go to sleep.
yeah, just go to sleep. Don't.
And
Yeah,
you'll wake up not tired anymore. It's the perfect cure.
yeah, and it's easier to work if you're not
Yeah,
tired.
absolutely.
Surprised it took me so long to figure that out. But if you just can't do the work, if you're tired, just take a nap and wake up and go turbo.
Yes. Yes, chat. This will be going live after I will be uploading it. And then this weekend, I will be uploading I don't know, condensed, but everything will be in their version. And I'll probably do a little giveaway with that one also. Give people more chances to win stuff.
I'll also post the video on my Instagram so people can find it that way too,
So,
like the link and stuff.
so you said you just do whatever you want and the stuff gets done. So is
Mhm.
it, so you're basically saying when Tapas or something needs something by a certain time,
Mm.
you just go, well, that's my schedule then. I'm gonna get it done before then, and that's that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
If, yeah. When I have to deliver something and it's urgent, I just say, okay, well, let's do that. And when it's done, I go about my day. With the rest of the stuff.
Do you listen to anything while you're working, like a podcast? Do you have a TV on? Do you listen to any music or anything while you're working?
Oh, so music is actually a small chunk of what I listen to while drawing. Like music is mostly for the very focused times. But the rest of the time, like 90%, I just watch a stream, you know. I was watching an Elden Ring playthrough. And that was enjoyable, you know. But yeah, anything that like keeps me focused on the work, I will watch, you know, because it's very hard to draw without anything, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very tiring. I don't know. When I find a good series to watch, I'm just excited to draw because I watch the series at the same time. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Do any scenes or movies or music, when you listen to them or watch them, you go, "Wow, that's awesome," and they help your creative process? Like if you hear like a heavy metal song or something, you're like, "Wow, that's awesome," and then you start envisioning, kind of like what we talked about before. You envision like Valerie, which is the main character of Tomahawk Angel, in a battle scene or something. Do you ever do anything like that?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Actually, I consider music, series, all that to be kind of educating in a way. Because if you like something, you try to figure out why you like it and then implement that into your own story. Um, Music can just fuel your inspiration, I guess, but you can learn a lot by watching movies and series. Like everything I've learned uh, is through watching, you know, other stuff. So it really helps. Yeah, definitely. I don't know where I would be without all of the stuff I've watched so far.
Well, that's good to hear, because it sounds like to me, when somebody who is not a mangaka yet, no, I'm just
Mhm.
joking, uh, is hearing that, it feels like you are taking anything, whether it's small or big, from life experiences or things you watch or read or hear, and you're taking little things from them, learning what you
Mhm.
like from them, and then it's almost like you're getting a giant, I don't know, a giant backpack full of extra skills, just
Yeah.
slowly.
Hmm. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah. Even if you go take a walk, you can just look around and envision stuff, you know? Movies and series are more like examples of what you could do in your own story. Um, but yeah, experiences are something very powerful to have when you're creating your own story because it's like essentially monkey see, monkey do, you know? It's simple as that.
Okay, so I want to touch on this just for a second. This is something I've heard you talk about before, and other people, and I've talked to other people about this a few times with certain people, that you are not a Japanese mangaka. Now,
Yep.
to me, that doesn't matter. uh, I think anyone on the planet can be a mangaka if they want to. That's just a word. Anyone
Yep.
can make a manga. But does that ever affect you, or I don't know how people treat you or say things? What is your response, or how do you feel about that stigma,
Hmm.
and how do you move forward knowing some
Um,
people think that way?
uh, like 99 point something percent of people are cool with it. And I'm very thankful for that. I think the Japanese are extremely hardworking, and like most other people, maybe it's because of the way they grew up, but we're not used to working that hard. Maybe we are, I don't know. But the Japanese are in general super hard working. Um, if you can match that, then you can make it happen. Actually, you have to work even harder in a sense, because um, it's harder to get your manga published if you're not in Japan, right? So you have to do something extra, but it's definitely possible. And yeah, you don't have to really be Japanese to make something like that. It's and the Japanese are um very welcoming. From what I've seen, it's all the manga competitions are almost always international. Well, I don't know, maybe they hold in their country competitions, but yeah, from what I see, the competitions are international. So I'm guessing they're looking for other people to join in, to create manga. And if you have a dream like that, then you should definitely chase it, because now it's more than ever, it's possible,
Absolutely. Real quick, chat. They're asking a lot of questions. A lot
Yeah,
of these
please.
questions are going to get answered. Don't worry. Just stay tuned. And then, if not, like I've said, just saying it over and over again, I will be posting this. It'll be in two places. Everything will get answered. And speaking of dreams, we got Zaps saying you inspired him to be a mangaka. And he wants to be a mangaka like you one day. He is your biggest fan. He is in competition for your biggest fan.
Um, Thank you. So we have a question.
We do?
Uh, uh,
Oh, oh, they're asking a lot of questions that are going to be answered here soon, or that have already been answered. I meant,
okay, okay,
yeah. So don't worry. Just we are gonna answer everything.
awesome, awesome.
But to
To
get
keep
back,
those questions going, yeah.
yes, but to get back to your point, I 100% agree with you. I spoke to another mangaka before. His name was Tony Valente. He's a French mangaka from
Mm.
that has made Radiant, and
Oh, wow.
he had similar people saying certain things, and I feel the same way. I wish there was more people like you. You are setting the bar for people to see and go, you know what? I'm not in Japan. I'm not Japanese, but I want to make a mangaka. I want to be a mangaka and make manga, and
Mm.
I think that's awesome. Let's see. We are flipping the page here. We're gonna touch on creation and story here a little bit. Tomahawk Angel right now is only at 2 volumes physically. Now I read manga mostly physically, so I'm following along in the physical
Hmm.
manga. So I only know so much. I know that's farther digital, but just from what I've read so far, I mean we got to know what was in your mind. How did you start or think of the main premise or idea for Tomahawk Angel? A little bit of a big question, but hopefully you can answer this.
So it started very simple, super simple. I had no idea that it was gonna get this far. Um, but Tomahawk Angel in its core is, and we're not scratching the surface with the first two volumes, but Tomahawk Angel in its core is a story about the fear of losing control, and how that fear leads to destruction. Um, and again, the first two volumes are not scratching the surface of all this. But just yesterday, I was able to figure all this stuff out. Like I said, it started very simple, and on the way, you create small pieces that you later have to glue together and make them make sense. And yeah, it's something very gradual. I don't really recommend sitting down and creating the whole story in one day. It's much better to gather experiences along the way and create something over time.
So, with the beginning, the ending, the middle, on that note, do you have certain, since you're of the thought that you shouldn't have everything just written out to a T. That might work
Mhm.
for a smaller story, or something tiny, maybe a one volume book.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
still, do you have certain points that you are working up towards? Like, in if you think within the next 5 volumes, this one super cool thing's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but we're going to work towards it. Is that something you do? Like, you have certain very important things, like the beginning, the middle, the end, but you don't know everything in between.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I do. I think it's required. So I do have one super big thing that I'm working towards. But all the things in between are up for change. I change a lot of stuff on the way, and if I come up with a super cool idea that can replace my other cool idea, I will do that. But yeah, you do have to have a goal, to move towards something. It's like reverse engineering, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
But you do have to make the start, and that could be anything. I mean, you start the story however you think is more interesting.
So you touched on it there for a second, but I do have here, I wanted to ask, is there anything at all, whether it's art, story, uh, editing, little things or big things, that you wish you could change or tweak from the past?
Okay. Well, actually, yes. I'm lucky because I post chapters of the manga online first, and then I remaster the thing, and then we have the physical version. I do change some small stuff. Uh, that's why I like to say that the physical version is the canon. The remastered thing. But yeah, uh, you definitely have to make changes before the official release. Um, so yeah, if anyone wants to read Tomahawk Angel, I would definitely recommend the physical copy. Yeah.
On that note, touching on it again here for a second, does that ever happen where in the past where you're not able to change something and now you're farther ahead and you think to yourself, dang it, I wish I didn't draw this certain
Ooh.
part a certain way, or I wish I could change what they said, because right now I want to do something different. Do you ever have any like conflicting things like that where you have to work a little harder to make it
Yeah.
work from past things?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. There are things that I did. Um, that was which was very problematic for the story, and I was thinking, okay, why did I do that? That doesn't work with the story. And I was banging my head trying to figure out how I could explain those things, because I don't like having plot holes in the story. Um, but the thing is, these are, you could say, are the difficult pieces of the puzzle because you don't know where they go, right? You're trying to figure out how to piece them together. Uh, so I had to work very hard to make sense of the whole thing because in Tomahawk Angel, I just have a lot of pieces. I have a lot of pieces. that I needed to glue together. Um, the upside to that is that you're trying to think outside of the box to make everything work, and that leads you to a very creative path. And eventually, like the human mind is something super complex, and you come up with stuff that you cannot even explain. You know, it's super cool, and yeah, that happened to me yesterday, and everything just clicked in place, and it's so cool. You know, I could say, well, I can't really say that out loud, but uh, okay, well, I'm gonna say it. You know, it's I think Tomahawk Angel is has a story that goes deeper than Attack on Titan.
Okay.
I'm just Attack on Titan is something that I really look up to. But yeah, if I could um, describe it, it would be something like that. You know, it goes super deep, and that has happened because I had all these pieces that I didn't know where to put. You know, and I had to come up with creative ways to make it work. So it just this super complex, awesome story um, formed out of nothing. Yeah, now I'm just excited to just draw it. You know.
Well, the way you're talking is so all everything will be. You got a lot of pieces on the board. Some
Yeah.
of them you don't know where they go yet. It's the same as any puzzle.
Hmm.
You got, sometimes it's easy to put together the big main important parts, but building all the bridges towards them, you're
Yeah,
gonna you're gonna end up with something beautiful.
yeah, and it's the small pieces that you just cannot ignore, and going back to change them. You know, like retconning your own story. It's just not a creative way to do it. You better think of something to explain that, you know, and there is always a way to explain the unexplainable, and something very cool is gonna come out of it. So if you got something that doesn't really make sense at the time, you can definitely do something cool with it and create a, a mind-blowing thing, you know.
So chat real quick. Yes, volume 3 will be here eventually. Please be patient. We're all foaming at the mouth for more Tomahawk Angel. We will get it. We will get it, and then we can all run to the bookstores, and then pre-order whenever we see it. Make sure you do that. Someone in chat says Yoko Taro, which I'm sure I know their work, but I'm not familiar with the name. They say he writes his stories backwards, starting with the end and then working towards the beginning. He said, "Does that sound like a good technique to you?"
It's a good technique if you have relatively short story. Like if it's a huge arc that like can span 30 volumes or something, which is my goal. It's difficult to do that. But if you have a smaller story, for example, like I don't know, 10 volumes, five, you could do that. You could reverse engineer your story. Yeah, yeah, that works.
I 100% agree with you. It's got to be small in my opinion. I'm I'm a big One Piece fan. I can't imagine Oda would be writing,
No way.
100 because it wouldn't even make sense.
Yeah,
You have to like pre-think of like all the characters you brought back and everything. It would just be a disaster, I feel
yeah.
like.
The smaller the story, the better that technique works. Yeah.
Well, going back one second, to challenges, I wanted to ask, how do you stay motivated during the creative process? Um, During challenges, whether you've plateaued or you had a slump for a day or something, how do you get your mind back on track? Or are you just perfect and you've never had a bad day in your life?
Oh no, I'm definitely having some bad days. Yeah. I think, well, it's comparable to video games, right? You have a goal usually in a video game, and you you have hard times, you have good times, and well, if the goal is important to you, you're not just gonna quit on the first obstacle, you know? Even in the second or third, you're just gonna overcome it, you know? And when you do, it really feels good. So if you do that enough times, you overcome enough obstacles, you're gonna learn, um, show yourself that after a hardship, you feel really good. So yeah, hard times are not here to stay. Is I think a good thing to remember.
Exactly. Those are good. I mean, it's a motivating speech. It's you have
Yep.
ups, you have downs, and then you have your middle days. But
Hmm.
do you know what comes after downs? You got more ups in your future.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did want to touch in the creative process here. I wanted to touch on. Let me get some here. So I have read volume 1 and 2. That's right. I am an interviewer who has actually read your works.
Thank you.
And so I'm behind. You know, obviously anyone who is reading the physical only is behind
Mhm,
compared to what is online. So I can only talk about volume 1 and 2 because that's all I read.
mhm,
So in my opinion, okay, volume 1 is and can be a tough volume for manga. It is I don't know the stats, but it has to be the most dropped volume of any series. It's the hook.
mhm.
So when you were making volume 1 knowing that people are going to try it out, and when you were doing this it was digitally, did you think about that when you were making volume 1 or the first chapter, knowing that this is a crucial time where people will go, this isn't for me, and put it down, or you hook them and go, yo, this is awesome, let's keep rolling?
Um, it was definitely scary because I knew that, you know, from my experience, your first pages of, you know, if you draw manga, your first pages are not gonna be that good if you look back. And I just had to come to terms with this because, uh, you know, I just could just do your best. Was what I was thinking at the time. Because no matter what, I'm gonna go back to the first pages and gonna say, okay, that's not so great. Uh, but there's no way around this, you know. You just do whatever you can, and at least, oh, my cat is here. Yeah, I was just hoping for the best, you know. Just do your best and hope for the best.
So when I first started your manga, I disagree with you. I think your first, I know you are the artist, so you are particular and you know when your art is evolving and getting better and your story is evolving and getting better. But I loved the beginning. I loved it. And the art was insane. And
Okay, thank you.
I'm just stroking your ego here. I I do have to say I wasn't going to ask this, but now I remembered. I'm flipping through the book here, and I seen Greece. Now you are from this area. What
Mhm.
is that something you were like? You know what? I'm gonna put that in there because I'm from here. I want to show that.
The main reason I chose Greece to for my story was because I wanted to pick Tokyo, like for example, you know, maybe New York or something like that, a big city. Uh, but I didn't really I know that I don't understand the culture 100%, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna look stupid if I misrepresented anything. So misrepresentation leads to less realistic setting, and I didn't want that, you know. So I chose my hometown city, and yeah, I figured I was gonna show everything accurately.
So when I read volume one, talking about volume 1 and 2 here a little bit more,
Mhm.
it felt good to me. I didn't feel overwhelmed, if that makes sense. Sometimes I read a volume 1 and you get the people that just tell you, well, you got to read volume 2 and 3, it gets better. Volume 1 is just too much. It's almost like they're shoving too much down your throat at
Yeah.
once. Too many places, themes, what's
Mhm.
going on, and it almost needs time to be spread out. I didn't feel that way.
Okay, that's
It
good.
it felt good. I was getting new characters. Obviously, we were on Earth, but lots of stuff is happening in the future. And then I want to talk about Volume 2. What happened was very different. Volume 2 started to like blow my mind. I mean, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
a
Um.
lot, a lot happens in Volume 2.
Yeah.
A lot more information. And when I read this, um, I stopped when I was done with volume 2 and I sat there and I was thinking about all the things that I read and saw. And I was like, this is the tip of the iceberg. This feels like a manga that is, and you touched upon this earlier with your uh, talking about Attack on Titan, is that
Mm.
you, and what I felt was a very deep, deep setting of manga coming
Yeah.
with extremely deep, not shallow characters and story and world building, and it made me very excited. Is that even what you were going for, or am I reading too much into this?
Oh yeah. This is. It's probably gonna how do you say this? Exceed your expectations. Because when I managed to figure out what's going on with all this craziness that I came up with, it just I said, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to draw 30 volumes to to complete the story, if not more. But yeah, 30 is the goal. Yeah, it goes super deep, and I'm just uh, how can I say this? I'm just dumbfounded. I didn't know that I was gonna uh, create something like this. But apparently, every single one of us has something inside them that super large, super. If you let yourself unfold, you can create something crazy. I'm just gonna say that.
Well, that's awesome to hear because it felt. I'm coming towards this and approaching this as just even though we talk a little more than most people do um, with you. I feel like Tomahawk Angel. It's how am I supposed to say this? I can feel your passion for it. Like without talking to you, I think that if I was reading this without knowing you, I would get to a point, especially in volume 2, where I'm like, I can tell this guy really cares about what he's writing and what he's doing. And it's almost like I can feel that you are giving this manga a soul. Does any of that make sense?
It's definitely absorbing all the, I guess you could say, darkness I have in me. It's like a pool that absorbs everything. That's why I feel relaxed every day. It's because the manga just takes all the load off of me and turns into this story. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of emotion in it, and it's gonna be apparent in the content of volume 3. uh, yeah.
Do you some of this ties into previous conversation. Do you take time to specifically like storyboard, not specifically art, but to character develop or try to figure out different characters' quirks or certain parts of the world you want to go and be in, or anything like that that's like research wise?
Um, Not really. Actually, just do everything on the spot. Especially the characters and all that. I don't really plan anything. Yeah, especially for the characters. Actually, oh, one second. My cat's trying to throw down my figures. Oh, I'm just gonna hold him. Yeah. So no planning for my characters. No. Just do everything on the spot. Uh, Sorry, my computer just turned on. Yeah, the cat is annoying. Uh,
Uh,
yeah. So yeah, there's no planning at all. It's all spontaneous. I'm just find it more relaxing to do it that way and more creative.
okay, so the most important question of the whole interview: what is your cat's name?
Oh, so it's from the game actually. Stray. It's his name, and
Stray. Okay.
his orange, an orange cat. Actually, let me show
Orange
you. There.
cat hype. There we go. That's all it
Yeah.
takes to go viral. Show a cat.
Yeah, there he is. He's a menace. He's throwing down all my figures. I have a huge um collection of aliens, and they're all falling down. Let me just open the window real quick so he can go for a walk.
Yes, chat.
Oh,
We
okay.
are getting. We're gonna get close here to the first live giveaway.
Oh, awesome.
Um, we're gonna do one here, one at the end. The one at the end might have multiple in it, and then we will. I will have some for the future video coming up because right now I know that the video will be getting more eyes on it. But you guys are here, so we're gonna give away one of the cooler things for sure.
Let's go.
Let's go. Um, so, is your cat your editor or assistant or the
It's
men?
emotional support animal. The best description, I guess.
Yes, yes. I have a dog, and that would be the way I would explain my dog to somebody. They don't exactly help me, but they may help me mentally.
Yeah, that's very important, actually.
It is. It is.
Don't
Um,
underestimate.
well, on that note, do you have anyone helping you with anything at all, like an editor, an assistant, even if they're not specifically working on the story and art? Do you have anybody that helps you, like looks over your
Uh,
work, or that you can bounce ideas off of, anything like that?
so yeah, actually, for the brainstorming thing part, when I come up with something, I just tell it to anyone, maybe my friends. But yeah, for the editing, I have an editor from Tapas, and when the content for the physical copies gets delivered to Dark Horse, a bunch of editors like look over that stuff as well, and yeah, yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, for the social media, I have someone helping me as well.
I was going
Uh,
to ask you. You do seem to post a lot, and I feel like I feel like I couldn't do that. Just
Yeah,
editing all these reels and stuff.
it's tough. Yeah, it's I used to do it on my own, but yeah, it's you definitely need someone. Uh, yeah, to draw manga, you actually have to have your whole day free. You don't really have the time for anything else except for like a couple of hours every day. That's rough as well, but yeah, you definitely need help with a few stuff. Yeah, well, except for drawing, I do the drawing, I do the story, I do all that all by myself. Yeah.
Uh, Madeline, I think your name is in chat. We don't worry. I'm going to be talking about publishing and Dark Horse a little bit, so we'll get to that. Got a couple questions here. Do you prefer rainy weather or sunny days while drawing, or both?
Rainy days for sure.
Oh, I'm down. I love the rainy days.
Yeah, especially in the summer.
Let's see. Nate says, "Do you play any video games? If so, what do you think about Sekiro? If you've even heard of that game, or Sekiro?"
Um, I haven't heard of that game. I do play a lot of VR, mainly because it gets me sweating.
Gets you
There's a game.
moving.
Yeah, it's crazy. I do a lot of working out with VR. There's that game Blast On. It's called. It's a shame
Blast.
that not more people are playing it, but maybe just too high of a level to find a match. um, but yeah, I tried Elden Ring. I quit after 2 hours. I love Lethal Company. I'll play that occasionally. Yeah, when I find a good game, I give it a try. But not too much. Don't have a lot of time, unfortunately.
Last question. We got a lot more questions, but last question before the first giveaway. I want to ask now if this could be a touchy subject depending on what you're thinking, but I mean,
Oh, cool.
uh, it's not that bad. I was just thinking, you had projects that you worked on before Tomahawk Angel, correct?
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
So I was wondering, were any of those projects at any point in time, did you love them more than your love and passion for Tomahawk Angel? And uh, or were you more passionate about them at the time? And what did you think about where they went and how they ended or didn't continue? Does that make sense?
Um, yeah. So, Tomahawk, I have the passion for Tomahawk Angel is bigger than anything I've ever felt. To be honest, I was passionate at the time for the project I was working on. Uh, but one of them was I had a writer, so I was not working on it alone. Um, that didn't work out. So yeah, after that I did Tomahawk Angel. But yeah, all the other one shots that I did for the contests. Yeah, I was at the time I was thinking maybe this is the one. Well, didn't work out. Move on to the next one, and yeah, Tomahawk Angel is the one that has me like so excited. More than ever.
I get that. But I also get that, you put your all or you put time and effort into these other ones, and it can hurt, I'm sure, or not feel good
Yeah.
that they don't succeed. But everybody listening, I got some people in chat saying they want to make a manga and do all this stuff. Sometimes your first thing you do is not the one, but you
Yeah.
will get there. Just don't give up. Remember, we talked about it, ups and downs, ups and downs.
Hmm.
And if you're tired, take a nap. That's
Yeah. But yeah, it's important to work on your well, even if it's your first manga, work on it like it's gonna be the one. Like give it your all. Don't just half-ass. That's the expression. Yeah, don't do that. Just give it your all. And if it doesn't work out, you can go uh create a new one. You can always do that. But yeah, whatever happens, don't give up, because it's as long as you keep going, you're not failing.
Okay, let's see here. Switch the screen. We are on Nightbot, people, so I know there's a little bit of a delay. Oh wait, maybe I should show this first. So right now, actually, maybe it's better if we just do.
Oh, the stream is awesome. I love this.
Let's see. Where is my mouse? Can't find my mouse. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to be on me for 1 second. I'm going to show this off a little closer so everybody can see. Now, there is a glare, so bear with the glare. I'll try to get the angles. That just means it's extremely shiny and nice and clean. This is extremely hard plastic. Now, this is a authenticated signature of Odysseus Theodoratos, Mangaka Ody. This one does not have a custom artwork in the flap, so you do not have to worry that you will not be missing out on something, because this is you're not going to be able to open this unless you break it. I had to choose a piece of art that goes on the top, so I chose this like red.
Oh, wow.
It's hard to see right
Super
here,
cool.
but we are going to give this away now. If you can see behind me here, I got a couple that Beckett sent me earlier, so they stand up and they display very well, so you'll be able to know that this is authenticated. And then what does it say on here? It says verified signature, first printing.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I
Well,
gave all of them away, so yeah, whoever gets this is super, super lucky.
well, I have a extra, so I will send it to. I'll make sure Odie gets one too if he wants one.
No, no, I want the readers to get them for sure. Yeah.
So this is one of a kind, and there will not be another one on the planet like this, and that's what the QR code is for. You'll be able to scan it, and you'll be able to see online that it is a one of one, the date that it was slabbed, and blah blah blah. And it'll be super super cool. Now let's get
That's
back to.
awesome.
Here we go. So we are going to give that away. Now, I know this volume, I'm still in my little thing. I know this volume is sealed up for display purposes. So I went ahead and what's this one? I went ahead and bought a volume 1 that is not signed. So I will be sending it along with this. So you can have one to read and have one to display.
Oh,
and
that's cool. Okay.
and show off to all your friends that you are better than them.
Yeah, I almost forgot you're not gonna be able to read the sealed one.
It's going to be more of a display piece, and in 50 years, when Mangaka Ody is known as the greatest mangaka who ever lived, you'll have a piece, to show off to the world. And if you decide to sell it one day, it'll be worth $1 billion.
Yeah, why not?
All right, let me get on my screen. So we're going to be doing a giveaway. There is a slight delay, so everybody pay attention. I'm going to give a little more time. We're going to do 2 minutes on the clock. And all you're going to have to do is type in the word in chat that I say. But we are going to let our guest choose the word. All you got to do is, Odie, we need a word that they can type into chat that it'll randomly pick a winner from. What are you thinking?
Okay. Let it be Tomahawk, I guess.
One word. HAWK. All right, we're going to start this off. The word is Tomahawk, Tomahawk. Now, I know there's a slight delay, so everybody's not hearing it yet, but when you hear it, okay, I'm starting to see the tomahawks rolling. We're going to do 2 minutes on the clock. Me and Odie are just going to chat, and I'll look at chat here for 2 minutes, and then we'll roll it, and we'll have a winner for the slabbed, authenticated Tomahawk Angel, signed first printing, volume 1.
Oh yeah.
And which is super cool. I mean, come on.
Yeah, first editions are pretty much gone, so yeah. Super hard to find now.
Yes, I'm definitely keeping some specific ones that you sent me with some artwork and stuff for myself, because I can't just give everything away. They're too cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, blood, sweat, and tears for that one, right?
Yes.
Especially more blood.
Yes, definitely. When we get to talking about the art a little bit more here in a sec, I will. I have a picture of it that I'm going to show off, and we'll talk about how crazy you are to do something like that.
Oh man.
So let's see. We got Zaps. You've inspired him so much. Let's see. You're inspiring people. How does that feel that people are saying that you're motivating them or you're inspiring them?
So you said the name was Zaps?
Yes, Zap was one of them, but there's a couple others too.
Okay.
That I go ahead. Sorry.
It's yeah, I mean it's a bit surreal, right? So I don't know I don't know how it feels. It it just makes me well, might sound a bit cheesy, but it just makes me happy that other people can have I don't want to say an example, okay, because it sounds cringy, but when I was starting my journey, I didn't have like someone to show me that it would be possible, you know. So now if someone wants to create a manga, they can see that it's super possible to actually create a manga and not be in Japan or um, not speak Japanese. You know, you can definitely do it, and it's just gives you so much hope. You know, and that's super awesome. So I'm really happy about that. See other people chasing their dream. Just makes it possible.
All right. I think great answer, and it should feel good. I mean, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
That's 2 minutes on the clock. People, we are counting down. I'm going to do a 10 count, and then we are going to roll for it. So if you've been waiting, now's your chance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Three,
2,
two.
1. Rolling it. And we have a winner. It is, hopefully I'm saying this right, oh my gosh, Chrisivas. Trives. I see you in chat. Trivis.
Yeah, let's go.
Let me.
Yeah, congrats.
First winner. Don't worry, people. We are giving away more than this. We have a lot more to give away. Let me get us both up on screen here.
Oh
And
yeah.
for where are we at here? Here we go. You have won. Dun da da da. Your sealed, super cool copy that you will get to display and show off to all the people. And I'm going to send you a nice mint copy of Volume 1 so you can read it more and more.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He says he
Awesome.
can't he can't believe it. Well, believe it. You won. Congratulations. It's
That never
amazing.
happens to me, so I
Oh,
enjoy it. I never win in competitions.
I I tell you what, same with me. I never win anything. But I'll tell you what, becoming semi acquaintances, little bros with you online, and having you come on
Hell yeah.
here. It's almost like I won. I won the jackpot.
I won too. The stream is awesome.
All right, we are giving away more items. Let me got so many things here. Where are we at? Show this off again. I'm showing this off again. We have it's hard to see, but we have some signed volumes giving away, and I'm going to be giving away a signed one with a custom piece of art, as you see there in the middle, with the main character Valerie on it. Super cool.
Oh yeah, I remember drawing that. Yeah.
I'll push back on that. How do you remember drawing that? Because I see you draw a lot of them. Do you draw them different every time, or do you try to draw them in different ways?
So it's a visual guy, so I don't exactly remember something if I don't see it, but if I see it, I'm just gonna remember the moment that I drew it, So yeah, just can't recall, but if I see it, I remember it.
For everyone in chat, make sure you know we are giving away more things. Stay tuned. We ain't done yet. And then Chevres, if I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, congrats again. And anyone who is winning now or in the future, all you have to do is contact me through my email. That's in every description, or on Instagram or Discord, and we'll get it set up, and I will ship you your goods. And I will also, we'll be giving you custom Zen MangaSloth bookmarks. Gonna send you some MangaSloth merch too, but don't worry, it's none of it is as cool as the Tomahawk Angel stuff you're getting though.
I disagree.
I'll send Odie a MangaSloth package here.
Hell yeah. You guys can get jealous now. Getting some free stuff.
Hey, I'm giving away the this. I'm giving away this, and I could have kept it. I'm already jealous. I should have just kept everything. No, I'm joking. All right. So I want to talk about your art a smidge here. Not exactly, the stuff we talked about before. A little different. Some of these you've been asked multiple times. So some of them are a little bit softball questions, if that makes sense. Easy questions. But for the people who don't know or have not heard from you or watched one of your interviews before, they might want to know this. Where did you learn? I know the answer to this, but where did you learn how to draw?
So I always was into drawing. That's the first thing I learned how to do, actually. And the thing that helped me a lot was a mirror and a lot of action figures. So references are really, really important. And apart from that, there is a rule that's gonna guarantee you getting to where you want to go. It's I heard it online. It says if you spend 10,000 hours doing something, whatever it is, you're gonna get good. So I tried applying that, and yeah, I mean it worked. So yeah, if you can go for that long, you're guaranteed to master whatever you're trying to do.
Is there any? I'm sure there is, but I kind of want to know what you're doing and what you're using. Is there any technology or digital tools or anything specific like that help you with your manga or drawing or any part of the process?
Yeah, actually, I have it right here. This is the Apple Pencil. and that's the iPad Pro. Uh, I was not using this from the beginning, but I'm gonna tell you it's super accurate. It's I cannot go back to the other stuff I was using. It's that's
What
all
were
I
you?
use.
What were you
I was
using before that you
I was
switched?
using a Surface Pro.
Okay, yeah.
The, it just didn't work. Yeah, the iPad is leagues above that. Yeah.
So I so then I bet the Switch, once you started using the iPad, just blew your mind. Then you were like, "This is amazing! I just found
Yeah.
a huge upgrade."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was like drawing on paper. Well, the screen is slippery, but yeah, it was super accurate. That's the main thing, you know.
So you were learning art mostly on your own. You didn't have any teachers specifically. Did you ever learn anything from anyone else, or that you took away from anyone else through a teaching mentor or student type of role?
Yeah, I used to when I was much younger, I used to like 10, 11, you know, something like that. I used to go to art classes. It was not anything major. Just, you know, you go there once a week and you just draw stuff. Um, but yeah, that definitely helped me engage with art more, you know. Uh, yeah, but the thing is, everything I learned for drawing manga, uh, like 98% was I learned it on my own, you know, just by practicing. I was terrible when I started, and you could tell that I knew how to draw stuff, but it was terrible. I just had to practice a lot on my own.
Do so I love art. I all through school I did every art class, and I went to college for art.
Hmm.
I just love art so much. So I collect fine art, some, and I like surrealism, like Salvador Dali, if you're familiar with him,
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Do you like any kind of art outside of the comic genre?
Um, well, actually, I could show you something I have not shown to anyone. It's a Tomahawk
I,
Angel painting. Actually, it's an oil painting.
absolutely. If you are willing to grace us with showing it, we would love to see it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's unfinished, but um, yeah. Actually, to answer the question, I love Salvador Dali. Yeah, absolutely, and um, Geiger, H.R. Geiger, and
Okay, yeah,
Bechinsky. I think it's his name is one of my favorites. But yeah, let me grab the painting real quick. I'm gonna be right back.
absolutely, absolutely. Let's see, chat. What are you guys talking about? Has anyone else caught up on Tapas? I have not. I'm waiting for the physical volumes. Some people have spoke to him and his wife in person. That's awesome. Can he do a manga tutorial? I don't know. Maybe he will show you how to draw something.
Okay, here it is.
Oh wait,
It's
here we go.
unfinished.
Wait, let me
Uh,
1 sec. Let me can I get well I'm trying to get okay. You are the only one on screen. Here we go. We got a full well, that's
all right.
bigger than I thought. Let's check
Yeah,
this
it's
out.
quite big. Yeah.
Is this on canvas? Okay, yeah. So let's
All right.
people, we're getting a reveal. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Look at that red. Holy smokes.
It's not ready yet, but I'm planning to finish it sometime the
So
next like couple of months.
so the whole thing is awesome, but I really loved how you did the sphere with the oil paintings, how it like comes to the it looks like it's like a shiny sphere almost, like three-dimensional.
Yeah, it's actually from volume two. If you
Yes, no spoilers, but yes.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
great.
pretty much it. There is another painting, but it's gotta go grab it. It's gonna show it another time.
Uh,
Yeah, I love painting also.
Q-Aversal and anyone who's just now tuning in, one giveaway is done. We got multiple more to go, so don't worry. Got a stack of Tomahawk Angels signed and unsigned, and volume 1 and 2 lots that we will be giving away. Let's see. This is now Odie's stream. He's going to be the only one on stream now. That's awesome. Do you have that? Do you have a place for that? Do you have the place that you want to hang that up when you're finished, or is it hung up right now?
Not really, just sitting there. It's quite simple. It's not really the kind of stuff I used to draw. It's more minimalistic actually.
We
Um,
got we got people almost ready to start bidding for it. We got people
I
that would
mean,
pay so much for it.
I'm planning to sell them eventually. But yeah, I'm just waiting for. Just gonna wait another year before I really start drawing paintings like that.
Let's see. Someone did ask if, and I don't know if you've done this before or not, if you would ever do like a manga tutorial, like how to
Hmm.
draw a certain character or something like that. Have you ever done
Um,
anything like that?
I've shown a few of my techniques, how to shade, how to do a few stuff. It's very very complicated actually, and I'm not a great teacher. I could do like a tutorial where I explain a few stuff, but it's just so much to go over. Um, but yeah, I could definitely do a tutorial where I show the basics, the most important stuff.
So going back 1 second, I have something to confess. I don't know where I seen it. I'm sure it was Instagram. I seen a reel, I think, of some of your previous works,
Mm,
or previous things you've drawn or painted, and they looked like surrealism. And like I said, I'm a big fan of surrealism, and Salvador Dali was my absolute favorite artist for a long period of time. So I kind of said that knowing that I believed you liked him too. Is
yeah.
there a specific piece that you like of his, or that attracted you to his work, or the work of surrealism?
Let me.
Mine would probably
Mhm.
be, I mean, I'm pretty basic, but I love the persistence of memory. His most famous one, the
It's the right.
yeah, the
Yeah,
melting clocks and stuff.
yeah. That's what I was trying to recall. Yeah, yeah. That one is amazing. But I do like with the long legs. I don't
Yeah,
remember the names. I don't know the names actually because I didn't really care to
I
learn the
don't
names.
don't worry, I don't know the names of all of them either. I just
But yeah, it's with the guy holding up the cross. It's
yeah, yeah, yeah. He
yeah,
does a lot of those ones where it's like 1,000 different things, and then it looks like a face if you step back or something. Those are insane how somebody can think that up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That definitely inspired a lot of
So
my stuff, especially for the paintings.
So here's a question that chat has constantly asked. Now you've touched upon this a little bit, but we'll expand it a little bit.
Hmm.
Uh, is there any manga creators who influenced you? Now I heard, I believe you said Attack on Titan that you
Yeah,
looked up
that's a
to,
big
and
one.
then
Yes.
also the creators of Death Note.
Hmm.
Is there any more that you enjoy, that you've taken anything from or inspired from?
So here's the thing. I have not read any manga to completion except one. And that's Trail of Blood. Um,
Okay.
I don't remember the creator, but that just blew me away. It's psychological stuff. But yeah, apart from that, I'd say well, um, Suishida, of course, from Tokyo Ghoul. Um, Yushike Murata, One Punch, and Miura, of course. Yeah, these are the main four, and Isayama, of course. Yeah, from Attack on Titan. Yeah, these are the main 4 or 5. Yeah.
So, is there any at this point in time? So, those were ones that inspired you, maybe with specific points. Do they still inspire you today? Is there any mangaka maybe that didn't, like they have a different art style that's far away from yours? Is
hmm
there any that you look up to and you go, this guy's pretty cool, whether personally or manga wise?
Um. Yeah, I mean, Isayama has a quite a very different art style from mine. It's not something that I would go for. Um, but yeah, I really, really love how he portrays stuff and action and scale. It's something that's really cool to me. Um, of course, the art of Tokyo Ghoul has inspired pretty much all of my art style, in combination with Berserk. Uh, but yeah, I really look up to those guys, and from time to time I go out and revisit some of my favorite panels and see how they do things better and try to improve my art.
Let's see, we got somebody saying, do you like oh boy. I do manga hauls and stuff, and I'm reading thousands of mangakas names all the time, and I just butcher them. So, Sumoto Nihil, he's the creator of Blam.
Oh my god, yeah.
I
I
love
I don't
Blam. It
know
is
how.
awesome.
I don't know why I forgot that. Yeah, but Blame has some crazy backgrounds. Yeah, and
That's
then
yeah.
story.
Those those are the things. I got those big omnibus of those. When I sit and read that, I just stare at his backgrounds. I'm like,
Yeah,
these are insane. This world is nuts. It makes you feel so small.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy. He's an architect, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it
So
shows. It
yeah.
shows. Uh, so this just mushes into it. Is there any of them or anyone else that you don't know or that is famous or not that you would love to work with? Whether it's just a little collab or like a little art piece. Sometimes you see mangakas show up in other people's art or
Hmm.
something like that. Would you ever want to work with anybody else on a little project or anything?
Um. Well, it was always a dream to probably one day meet or talk to Suishida.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
Yeah, that was always like n- not a goal, but a dream. Something that would probably never happen, but it would. I would just, you know, uh, I would love to talk to him. Maybe to say even a word. That would be so cool. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
let alone draw something with him. It's yeah, probably never happened, but
well, maybe he's watching. Maybe he's a MangaSloth fan. Maybe he's watching right now, and he's sending you an email.
that's more probable than me talking him.
um, I got some here. I can't believe I'm not showing any of these. We're talking about art, people. I pulled up a couple from Google that I could find. Some of some of his artwork here that we can take a peek at. I mean, when I see pictures like this in the manga, I mean, do you know what you're doing to us? You're showing us stuff like this. How are we not supposed to, sit back and go, "Holy crap, this is insane"?
Oh,
Look at all
thank you.
that black. Look at all that ink.
I could probably show you something that I drew yesterday. So it's very, very recent.
Sure, sure. We're getting all the good stuff here.
So let me find it real quick. Um, 1 second. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay, here. All right.
Let me see if I can get you up on the main screen here. So many panels. Here we go. Look at that. Holy smokes. I love like yeah, look at that. I'm a
Oh,
big fan of cross hatching, like for shading, and you do so much cross hatching, and I love it.
yeah. It's I don't know any other ways to shade, so just
Well,
resort to
I'm
cross
down.
hatching.
Look at that. People, are you seeing this? Sheesh. Man, I'm sad though. I'm feeling that I'm not gonna get to see this physically in my hands for years. but but I'll
Um,
but I'll remember.
yeah. I mean, if they crank up production, who
Yeah,
knows? Maybe.
everybody, you hear that? Start adding and messaging Dark Horse and say we need to speed this up, please.
Yeah, that actually would help a lot.
Yes, start every
Yeah.
day. Every day.
Yeah, go on their
I'll,
Instagram and just spam them.
I'll
Okay,
start
don't do
doing
that,
it.
but
I'll start doing it too. Um, art. Do you have any for your art specifically? But it can be for story too. Do you have any inspirations outside of manga that you can think of
okay,
that
yes, I know
that are applying?
exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, Maze Runner, the trilogy. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, sweet.
yeah. Some of my actually Maze Runner. The first movie is probably my favorite movie. Yeah.
When it let me we're still on screen here, so here we go. When it comes to your just to give people something to look at here, get an idea if anybody's never seen your artwork. When when it comes to your art, there is so many different art styles. And am I wrong to say that you consider your artwork more like realism?
Yeah. I could say so. Yeah.
Do you consider your art something different?
Um, I'm going for realism as much as possible. Actually, that's always what I was doing. From my art classes, I would always just draw what's in front of me. So I would try to make things as realistic as possible. Um, but yeah, with manga, I try to make it a bit more stylized.
Now, did was there a certain point where you decided to go down the more realistic route with your manga?
Not really. It was that was just the way I always drew. I always went for realism, I guess.
Do you think there's anything that sets your manga apart from others, whether it just be the at time and effort you put in, the specific type of art, the darkness, the action, the depth? I mean, is there anything that you can think of that you go, for yourself, this is what's setting me apart from the average everyday mangaka, which there is a lot of out there.
Damn, that's a hard question actually.
Sorry, we're off the easy ones right now.
Yeah. Actually, that's the yeah, something that sets my art apart.
I
Um,
don't
I'm
mean to
gonna be
put you on the
honest.
spot.
No, no, no. It's a great question. The answer is I have no idea.
That
I have, I have,
that is an answer. That
yeah,
it
the yeah,
almost makes sense.
yeah. I have no idea. I just yeah. So I guess it doesn't really set my art apart. I wouldn't say so, but the special thing to me is that I'm just myself when I draw. I just don't try to mimic as much, you know. And that's a bit of ironic because I learned everything by studying Tokyo Ghoul's art and Berserk. But I like to think that when I draw, I'm just letting myself free, and that's just the purest things that uh, I'm just rambling.
Oh, it's all right.
There's nothing special about my art really. Um, it's just that I'm giving it my all, you know, and sometimes I draw something amazing, sometimes I don't. Uh, yeah, art is, I think, a way to explore someone's inner world, let's say.
So I disagree. So in a way, so you are one part of it. You are the mangaka of it. So for you to think that way, I think that's great. What you're saying makes perfect sense to me. So I'm letting you know from a reader, as a fan, I think your art is not only above average, you are in the top 5%.
I don't agree.
Well, if there is a lot of manga out there, a lot, and I read a lot. There is a lot of artwork that is just okay. There's just so much just okay. And then you get into different art styles, which I love. I love all different art styles. But then when you get into specific realism, uh, which I want to touch upon, the backgrounds. I love your backgrounds.
Okay.
There's so many manga out there that just do oh, I just do not like it. They just do the black, or not usually black, the white backgrounds, or just
Mm,
like a whole page could be two people standing and talking in a hallway, and all they have is like half of a wall that fades away, and then a little table with a flower. It
yeah,
it drives me nuts.
yeah. I cannot bring myself to do that. Maybe it's a bad thing, but
Well,
just can't.
it might be a bad thing to you. It might be more work, but I want you to know, we as the people, we see it and we appreciate it, and it means a lot to us and immerses us in the story a lot more when stuff is going on the pages.
Thank you. uh,
uh, Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. Guess I'm just keep doing what I'm doing then.
Do you Well, on that note, keep doing what you're doing. Do you feel like you're always evolving? Maybe nowadays you're not taking the giant leaps that you used to take, but do you feel
Hmm.
like you're always getting a little better, a little better, a little better, a little better, over and over and over?
Uh, yeah, yeah, for sure. There are techniques that change small stuff, but the thing is, you use that new technique that you learned all over your drawings, and even if it's something small, it makes a huge difference when you finish your drawing. It's yeah, it's small stuff. I used to learn something new every day. I just learn a new thing every other week maybe. but it really makes a difference when I do.
Let's see. Chat is saying Odie draws skyscraper-sized manga monsters. Well, not only that, he draws ones that could like eat a skyscraper.
Yeah, pretty much. So the
Skyscrapers look, yeah, they look like little toys. Somebody says, Gall says, have you ever thought about doing some panels in color? Do you ever color anything? I know on Tapas you see some shades of color on the manga.
yeah, but not really color.
Yeah, it's just kind of laid in there.
I don't really like colors. Just find them really time consuming. Uh, but
Not
yeah,
a lot more blending and shading when it comes to color.
yeah. It's hard. But when it comes to covers and illustrations, like stills, yeah, I just go all out. Because it's one and like don't do colors very often. If you do it, better do it good.
Absolutely. And I tend to agree. I mean, I think your manga just looks baller, shot caller in the dark blacks. And let's see. Ethan says he's forced so many of his mates to buy the
Oh my.
first two issues.
Oh, I cannot thank you enough.
Yes, you are doing the correct work. You need to start forcing more people to buy it.
Oh my god. Thank you so much. I mean, it really means a lot, really. Thank you.
Okay, I've seen this. Zaps is asking a question. He says, referring to equipment, he once asked you for advice online. You
Hmm.
told him that he should save a lot, and he's been saving and he's struggling, that he's just a teen. He says, how did you manage? So I think he's asking about saving for equipment, like to draw and stuff.
Mhm.
He's just wondering how you managed.
Yeah, saving is a good idea. But once you get to that, um, the amount that you need, you just buy your tablet and you're set for years to come. And that's why it's really important to buy the right equipment. I just cannot recommend iPad enough. Preferably the Pro version. Yeah, it's a bit expensive, but that's all you need essentially. The best thing you can do for if you're serious about art and manga, you know.
So
And so how I managed, I just was a bit patient. Yeah, eventually you're gonna, you know, uh, save enough to get your equipment. You don't need a lot, just a tablet. That's all you need.
we're getting you should write a book. All your all your wise wisdom, how to save money, uh,
But
how to
that's not.
how to if you're tired, take a nap. Wise wisdoms of Odie. He's gonna make your life better,
Yeah,
everyone.
just things that super obvious. Just a book that's full of super obvious things.
Sometimes people just need to hear the obvious.
Oh, this is
Let's see.
correct.
The bubble. He's saying it's not an exaggeration. You are top 5%. I agree. Now the top 5% doesn't mean there's just five people up there. It could be thousands of people in the top five. There's through the years. There's tons and tons of mangaka. You can't even count that high.
Mm.
So I agree with you on that.
Um,
Uh,
Still, I don't see myself like that.
well, we want you to keep thinking that way because humbleness is very important. Black asks, how did you learn anatomy? I know from art and stuff. For me, drawing anatomy, eyes, and hands and stuff like that, they were tougher for me. Is that still along the lines of you just learned as you went and on your own?
Um, so what really propels you forward is understanding the human body. So it's always better to draw a figure without the skin, if that makes sense. Just focus on the individual muscle groups, because like if you take a hand, okay, i- it's just a straight thing, okay? Well, it has a bit of a curve, but if you see under that, you're gonna see like the tendons, the muscles, how they all connect to each other. Like this point, if you draw it without the skin, you're gonna have a like a bunch of tendons connecting to each other. So if you draw that correctly and you understand how that connects to each other, like the muscles, um, then you're gonna have a easier time drawing the figure correctly, and that applies to the whole body essentially. Just draw the muscles, and just a big puzzle, the human body.
1 second here, having a slight
Yeah, it
malfunction.
should be like a furnace and inside the mask.
All right, sorry about that. Had my headset falling out here. So I want to talk about the publishing and Tapas here for a second. How did you actually? I'm not familiar with Tapas, and I
Mhm.
don't really read much digital manga. I'm more the physical manga reader and collector. So how did you get on Tapas? I'm not familiar with that. Can anybody get on it, or did you have to go through a process or anything like that?
So it all started on a different platform. And I used to upload there quite frequently, so more people get their eyes on Tomahawk Angel. And Tapas, an editor from Tapas, was one of the people who saw Tomahawk Angel, and they contacted me and said essentially, we want to make Tomahawk Angel an original title, and well, that was my best bet because I went on that platform, not Tapas. Well, it was Webtoon, out of desperation actually, because I didn't know what else to do. Um, th- just didn't know how to make it. And yeah, Tapas contacted me, and the rest is history, I guess. Then the collaboration with Dark Horse happened,
Yeah,
and
we're
yeah.
got a couple questions about that. We'll get to that. So you are what it's called an original on there, or is it an exclusive, or is that the same thing?
Um, well, original usually I think means that you can only find it on that platform and
Okay, that makes sense.
nowhere else. Yeah, so it's original titles are exclusive to the platform.
How did you feel once it became an original exclusive on
Um,
Tempest?
well, I was glad because uh someone saw potential in my project, and that made me happy. Uh, it just encouraged me to keep doing what I'm doing because I saw that someone believed in what I do.
So, so this might be a rhetorical question because I think I know the answer to this, but did you want to get a physical public Tomahawk Angel physically published? Was that on your timeline? Were you trying to get it by a certain time, or I'm not sure the process. Were you feeling out any publishers or anything like that?
um well, I didn't have a specific publisher in mind, but I definitely wanted to make it happen as soon as possible. just didn't know that it would happen so soon. I'm just gonna be honest, you know.
Well, are you disappointed?
No, no, quite the opposite. I was super happy. You know, yeah.
So, with it being getting physically published, I think I'm going to speak for everyone when I say Dark Horse, I think, is not only one of the best publishers that you could have got, in my opinion, it is a beloved publisher over here. And I'm speaking just for the United States. So, Dark Horse, why it was so surprising for me to see this on the shelf. This spine is what the first thing I've ever seen of Tomahawk Angel was this spine on my local bookstore.
Oh,
And
okay.
what was special about it is actually the name Dark Horse, because in my opinion, or maybe it's not opinion, I think this might be a fact, they don't publish very many new manga. Obviously, they do a lot of comics and stuff, but when it comes to new manga, they're not they're not making and getting new manga series. So for you to be one of the first new ones in a long time is impressive.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, if you're familiar with other publishers, obviously like Viz, Kodansha, Yen Press, even smaller ones like One Piece Books and Denpa and stuff, they get new titles every year, all the time. Dark Horse just doesn't.
Oh well.
Yeah, right now Dark Horse is just like I said in the beginning, they're almost like the reprint business. They're reprinting their Berserks, their Helsing, Blade of the Immortal, Gantz, and then new Triguns coming out. So they're just reprinting and those are major titles. But for them to pick up something new, I thought was just awesome. So
Well,
go
well.
ahead.
I didn't really know that, so that makes me feel lucky.
Yeah, it almost felt like when I seen it, and this is just me being ignorant. I did not know of Tomahawk Angel. When I seen Dark Horse's logo, I thought to myself, I went, well, the publishers at Dark Horse must have found something very special, because why are they picking this up and putting it out here on the shelf for me to see? I mean, I don't know. It felt very special to me to see something from them. So whether you know it or not, I think you landed on a great publisher. Now I don't know how they work behind the scenes if they're great, but
They're
I
okay.
well,
Yeah,
that's good to hear.
they are. But just feel so lucky, you know.
So while we're talking about Dark Horse and publishing, I need to ask you. I want to hear your emotions and feelings. How did you feel when you held your first physical copy for the first time
Mm.
ever in your hands?
Oh my God. Okay, you know, you imagine like this moment in time, when you're gonna see your manga in your hands. It feels so surreal in your head. But when I got it, I was, I just thought, oh, this is well printed. Okay. That's
They
all
do have
basically.
they
Yeah.
have do yes, they do have one of the best quality control, I would say.
Yeah. But then I guess it was after I held it. Okay. I just put it on my table, and then I started to realize, wait, did just I just put my own manga and physical book on my table. That's not supposed to be my thing. That would probably be something like Berserk or something, and it's actually just lay that on the table and it's mine. You know, it's crazy. Made every hardship that I went through practically. I don't care. You know, just go through that shit 1,000 times. It's worth it.
I I can only imagine because you've seen for years at that point you've seen your manga online being put out there, and you see and hear people's reactions in certain ways, but actually holding it physically had to be just so. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for you. It just it had to be so awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's all the pain and suffering in one thing, you know?
And
Uh, shit, I don't know.
and
It's
then
crazy.
you and then did you realize when you were holding it for the first time in your hands, did you realize now we're on a countdown until other people get to hold it in their hands for the first time ever, whether it's people that have read my work online and or all the new people who are finally going to see this and hold it for the first time.
Um, yeah, I was thinking, okay, this is I might have been working for so many years until that point, but the journey was just starting, and it's gonna be a long one. And just it takes you a few days to realize what's going on, you know? It's yeah, just surreal.
So I got to ask, I've never talked to a mangaka before in this type of setting.
Mm.
Do you get, or how much influence do you have? Do you get to choose the covers and the spines and the back of the book?
Okay, so yeah, another thing that's really interesting is how much freedom I have. I have like 100% creative control over my manga. It's just super awesome, you know. That's why I think I'm so lucky because I have so much control. And yeah, I do choose my own covers. Um, I didn't do the well, a graphic designer did that. The back cover and the spine, they just put some of the illustrations together. My illustrations, you know. But yeah, everything except for the spine and the back cover was yeah, my pick.
Did you did you pick this color, this like reddish, I don't know, kind of clay looking darker color? Is that something that you picked like for the back and spine?
I actually no. That was all the editors on in Dark Horse. Uh, I was
Did,
actually very curious to. I was expecting a brighter red color like my jacket here, but I think they did the right decision because really, you know, it's really complements the cover, I think.
yeah, I definitely agree with the shading and how it enters the cover. It does look nice. I feel like a super bright blood red, kind of like your oil painting or like you said, your shirt and jacket. It would almost make it look like um well, it'd almost make it look like Helsing. I don't know if you've seen the Helsing
Yeah,
spines that they're put.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're right. That's maybe the reason why they didn't do that. Well,
it might.
amongst other reasons,
Yeah,
but yeah,
but I think it looks good.
yeah.
Um, let's see. Also, when since we're talking about your choices,
Hmm.
do you get to choose? Okay, we'll make this a two-part question. Number one, I gotta say, for anybody watching and who doesn't know, these books are chunky, and I love it. I love it. If you've watched me and watched my manga hauls, what do I complain about? I complain about paying $15 for a
Yeah.
book with 60 pages in it, and then I'm like, this sucks. These have like 250 some pages, right? They're like
256.
256. My mistake.
Both of them. Actually, that's exactly the same page count.
Both of them. And so for all the collectors out there who line up all their spines, and then you got a chunky, and then you got some dumb little thin one, and they don't like the look of that. These are
Yeah,
all pretty close or uniform, so thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
That's a
If
lot. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, most manga are what, around the 170 or 80 pages or something?
200 probably, yeah.
Up to 200. So you're putting in extra. Is that something that Dark Horse or Tapas, brought up to you? Did they say how big do you want these, or did they kind of dictate how big they're going to be?
So it was basically because of the split. Um, I wanted volume two to end on a specific page, uh, because it was like a cliffhanger. It just looked good. So to do that, I just had to like make them chunky to get to that point, you know. And yeah, well, I cannot talk about volume three, but um, yeah. It's not gonna, if it ever comes, it's not gonna be thinner than the first two volumes. I'm just gonna say that.
How does, let me rephrase this. Has your mindset or the way you draw or make things for Tapas or digitally, has it changed now knowing that it may be going into physical form? What I mean by that is, on digital, you're just scrolling
Hmm.
in some sort of way, but in physical, I can open up this page, read this, and then when I flip the page, you have the ability to surprise people. Does that make sense? You have the ability to go like, I turn the page and whoa, something is right in my face. Where on
Yeah, yeah.
digital, you can't do that as easily. So,
Yeah. So I put all of my attention to the physical thing. I don't really the way I do it, I'm just gonna show you. Uh, I draw everything in manga page format, and then I take that and turn it into vertical style. So I basically draw this to suit the physical print. Then I just deconstruct the panels and just put them one on top of each other. Um, so yeah, I'm always looking out for the physical version to look the best it possibly can. So these are all pages.
dang.
Uh, so yeah, yesterday I drew page number 1400.
Sheesh.
Yeah, yeah, it's all in manga page formats. I just put it out on Tapas because I have to.
Do you do you approach it differently with double page, like connectors, like the full page panels, like with, I forget the name from the when two
Double
pages connect?
spread. Yeah,
Yeah, double spread.
I have never done a double spread for Tomahawk Angel.
Yeah, I know I didn't see one. I was wondering, I didn't know about the future if you've had one made yet.
Yeah, I have never done that. There is a reason.
Well, I was
So
just I was about to say, if you haven't done one, when you do one, I bet it's gonna really hit. It's gonna hit hard.
um, the last page of the Tomahawk Angel story, last volume, last page is gonna be a double spread.
Okay, dang.
I don't think I'm gonna do one before that.
Holy smokes. I'm excited. Oh man, I'm too excited.
Um,
Everybody start spamming Dark Horse again. Get on there.
so yeah, the reason why I don't do them is because they're kind of annoying. Yeah, they have to align perfectly, like
Yeah.
because you don't want half of the page to be on one side and the other on the other side. They have to be like on 2 pages. Um, but yeah, I'm saving that for last, for the end.
Which, with what you just said, it kind of brings me to a point that we've talked about a little bit. Is with it going into physical, is there more changes you have to do? I know you said you kind of see it as the canon, things get edited a certain way, but when it
Mhm.
comes to art, has there been any problems with like page sizing or anything getting cut off or getting stuck in the crevice or anything that you had to fix or deal with?
Oh, well, I don't really have problems with the physical version, because I always do that to optimize physical print. Um, had like a few stuff with the digital version, like something might get cut off, like a big panel might seem small, because it's like on the horizontal side, and then you have to make it small, so it becomes like a little thing. Um, but yeah, I definitely have more vertical panels in my pages, so I can accommodate the digital version.
Let's see, Ethan will ask is asking the question which you mentioned, but we'll say to everyone so it's out there. Uh, you were saying about 30 volumes is what you're thinking. Now,
Hmm.
is that like locked in, or do you think that could be depending on where it goes or what you're thinking? Do you think that could be less, a little more, or do you think 30 is about what's going to happen?
Well, it's a rough guess. It could definitely change if I think it's necessary, but 30 is a rough number that I'm aiming for. Could be 32, could be 28, but 30 is like a rough idea.
So, Dark Horse does these deluxe editions. Are you familiar with the deluxe editions that
Oh,
Dark
yes.
Horse does? So yeah, right now they have Berserk, Blade of the Immortal, and
Oh,
Helsing,
yep.
and Trigun is coming this year. What do you think about in, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years, maybe 5 years? What do you think about Dark Horse now that you are with a publisher who does do this? Would you like to see Tomahawk Angel in a deluxe edition someday?
Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. And I imagine it would be like a leathery thing with
Yeah,
the cortex symbol in the middle. Um, Probably something like that.
man, it would look insane.
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah, it would be awesome.
Um, let's see. People are spamming Dark Horse in my chat. No, no, you got to spam it where they can actually see it. go, go to all their socials and say, we need more Tomahawk Angel right now.
Yeah, probably on Instagram is the best bet, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I see them live on Instagram a bunch.
Mhm.
Uh, what is the most, if you can pinpoint it, or if you
Mhm.
have any small ones, maybe, what is the most rewarding moment so far for you as a creator of manga? Do you have anything that you can, when I say that comes to mind?
Mm. Um, the most rewarding thing so far was when they announced the the physical version of Tomahawk Angel, and it's gonna be again really awesome when uh maybe I have already, maybe not, when I hear the announcement for the third copy or fourth or fifth. It's always learning that you're gonna get more copies. It's just so awesome, because it's not guaranteed that the series will go on. It has to perform well. So yeah, it's like a reassurance when you hear that you're gonna get another copy. It's the best thing ever.
Absolutely. So yeah, we touched upon that. You holding the physical volume for the first time, and then hearing that the physical volume was picked up. That is a big deal. People
Yeah,
in
yeah.
chat,
And if an anime gets announced, that's gonna be
oh,
like,
are you kidding me?
uh,
Holy smokes.
yeah, they're gonna jump off the balcony. Yeah,
Don't, unless your balcony is close to the ground. I don't want you to
yeah,
get
it
hurt.
is. It is.
Okay. Pierre wants to know, do you like bananas? They're asking the hard questions, Odie. Can you even answer that question?
I had a banana here, but I would show it, but I ate it.
Yeah, we're not that kind of stream. We're not showing bananas on stream here.
Yeah, but yeah, I do love bananas.
When is the giveaway? We're coming up on it. We have more stuff to give away. Don't worry. Uh, a little bit of an interesting question, and I don't want to focus specifically on anything negative when I ask this, though it
Mhm.
sounds that way. It can sound that way. How do you
Go ahead.
approach? Okay, so how do you approach or handle
Hey,
criticism or feedback
okay.
from people about your work?
All right. Yeah, actually, well, this is very important because some of my biggest critics are were some of my friends, and it really, really helped me uh, because you see things differently, and they're not gonna hesitate. You know, they're just gonna go at it and just say, "Okay, do what are you doing? This is crap. You should think of something else." And you're just gonna sit there and come up with something better. And comments online, that's also super helpful. Well, you can tell when someone's just um
Being a troll?
being negative, yeah, for the sake of it.
Yeah,
um but yeah, there is a lot of people who recommend stuff, and that's the best thing you can have from your community, I think. You don't want to just hear, "Oh, this is great, this is awesome, this is super wow, yeah." uh okay, it's nice to hear those things, but feedback is super super helpful, yeah.
and like you said, I think what you can tell when somebody's being more sincere online. Though online, there's a lot of losers. Not any of you guys in chat. You guys are great. Uh, but yeah, like when you hear it from a friend or a family member, even though it's Tomahawk Angel is special to you. So hearing anything negative or down-putting about it, I'm sure can affect you. But hearing it from somebody who actually cares about you, they're coming from a nice place, and it
Yeah.
can help you see something in a different light.
Mm-hmm. But also, even if there's someone that's who's not a fan, and he's just critiquing your work, just makes you, at least me, just makes me reconsider and try to think, what could I have done better and improve when I draw my new stuff, you know?
Absolutely. The when I said that, if there's people, I meant like a separation. If there's somebody saying, "Oh, Tomahawk Angel is good, but it's not for me. It's just not something I like," because not everybody likes everything.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
It was more along the lines of like, the people who have no real input. They just go, "This stinks. I'm never reading this," and you go, and you go, "Why?" And they go, "I don't know." And then you realize they never read it at all, or or even tried it.
Yeah, but sometimes, yeah.
What do you hope your readers will take away from Tomahawk Angel, if anything?
Ooh, just understand that, if you're going through something, if you're having a hard time, Tomahawk Angel is gonna be there to show you that there are others that are suffering just as much. And maybe you can feel less alone, you know? Maybe it's just better to accept sometimes that the world could be falling apart, and that's okay. And sometimes it's necessary for you to experience that in order to see things differently.
I mean, that's great advice because it ain't always sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Uh, Sort of along the same lines of that question, but more towards the industry. Do you hope that your manga, whether now or later in the future, how do you think it will impact, or if it will have any kind of impact on the industry of manga or the medium um, as a whole?
Um, well, on the Western side, I think it will, like we said before, but Japanese are pretty much masters of this art, of course. But I'm hoping this is gonna if it gets into mainstream. I mean, it's gonna show that. I hope it's gonna start something, you know. I hope more people will get into it. Not just as fans, but as creators. I hope it will be like something to, Tomahawk Angel, to see and think, okay, so that guy created something and I can create something too, no matter what other people say.
That's great to hear. And you being a person that I've already seen few people in chat, I'm sure many others say they look up to you, and you being a Greek mangaka is amazing. You
Sounds
know,
ridiculous.
I think it sounds awesome. uh, how is it? I wanted to touch on this. How does it feel? How is it going to conventions and book signings? Because when you're there, you're seeing the people in person, whether it's someone coming up to you and saying, Odie, you are a literal giga chad. This book is so awesome. I love it so much. And then you're getting the people who walk up to you or stroll up to you and they go, what is this? Never heard of this before. How is it to see people and interact with them in real life?
um, it's super awesome interacting with the readers who are already into Tomahawk Angel. That's super awesome. It's just great, you know, seeing your readers and meeting them physically. Um, People who don't know Tomahawk Angel, I see that as an opportunity to expand. Um, so it's always great to introduce your work to new people, you know. I do that a lot through Instagram. That's the main reason I do what I do on the socials. But doing it physically just gives you um, you create a stronger first impression, I think.
Is it, does it feel good? I mean, it might be a rhetorical question too. Does it feel good when somebody comes up to you and they've read the book and they start talking to you about certain points in it? Does it get you excited and you go, "Oh man, this guy knows his stuff. I get to, talk talk Tomahawk Angel with them, or something."
Yeah, it feels great. It feels great. It's one of the best thing after hearing about the physical publication is it's that, you know. I'm always in my room doing, my stuff, seeing no one and interacting with people who are fans. It's crazy, you know. Just is.
And as someone who follows you on Instagram and sees how much work and effort you put in just with your manga, I gotta say your work ethic with conventions and taking
Ooh.
pictures and drawing and signing and making everybody feel good, that's great in itself, but like you said, it's more and more opportunities to sell and pitch your work, and I just see you putting in the time, man.
Yeah, but just a great opportunity to for the readers to, you know, to meet the person behind the work. I think that's something very powerful and just awesome. I remember a girl who just came and said hi. She gave me a piece of paper to sign to sign it, and I said, "No, fuck that. I'm gonna draw you something on A3 piece of paper," and yeah, just gave
Let's
it to her. And it was
go.
awesome. Yeah.
Let's let's go.
Um,
Screw that little piece of paper. We're gonna
yeah, yeah. Like,
we're
what
gonna
is that?
set
I'm
you
just
up.
gonna draw you something here. Yeah, that was really awesome.
Man, I'll have you draw something on my arm here, and I'll get a Tomahawk Angel tattoo. How about that?
Oh, that maybe someday.
I As we're winding down here, we do have more giveaways coming up here very soon. Talking about you hobbies. Okay, you're not drawing. You're not
Oh,
in the manga mode.
I
You're
do
not
have a hobby.
Tomahawk Angeling. What kind of
Yeah.
hobbies you got, man?
Okay, so let me actually show you.
All right, we're getting more shots here, people.
Yeah, yeah,
Look at
yeah.
look at this background. I love
Oh, yeah.
the stormy rainbow sky. It's awesome.
We had to build all that. Okay, let me see how I can turn my camera around. Maybe. Okay, maybe I can't, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So I'm just gonna bring it here.
No problem. Take your time if you need to.
I'm really into Warhammer.
Look at that. Here, let me get you. Whoops, what did I do here? Let me get you up on screen. I can get you closer here. Not familiar with these buttons. One sec. And boop. Boop. Nope. How do I do this?
Oh, I think it's.
One sec. There we go. And
Yep.
why am. Okay, there we go. Finally. Holy smokes. Look at that, people. He's a man of many talents.
So I just basically paint the figures and yeah, I'm building my army. I'm gonna show you another one.
How long did that big Tyranid boy take to paint?
Well, this
Holy
one
smokes. You showed me
took,
this one. I love this one. Holy crap.
yeah, this one took like a few weeks.
I love that. Um, like the slimy blood that you told me about. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of your favorites, right?
Um, well, I don't really like the base. I don't know.
Do you think, well, is that the base that came with it or is that a custom?
Oh, actually, I 3D printed the whole thing.
Oh, dang. What would you like the base to look like if you could change it to anything?
More rocky, I think. I think without so much green, but yeah, it is what it is, you know. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much my my hobby. I have this. This is gonna be my next
Look at that big boy.
project. Yeah,
Mhm.
just gonna build my army slowly and hopefully beat your uh Necrons.
Beat my undead boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll need like a monolith to attack that sucker or something.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For the hobby. Yeah, that's.
Is it calming to you to just sit there and paint those? Because you got to be focused on where you're painting. Small details and stuff. Kind of gets your mind
Oh.
off things.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. It's yeah, sometimes it's annoying, but more often than not, it's relaxing, you know?
All right. We're winding up, people. We got the ending coming soon. More giveaways. Then I'll scroll through chat, see if anybody's asking anything here. Gotta know favorite movie, favorite band. You got any favorite music, favorite show?
Ooh. All right.
If you had to pick one of each.
So favorite movie. Okay. Maze Runner, the first
Nice.
movie.
Okay, sweet.
Um, Favorite band. I don't know, probably BDS or something.
BDS. Okay.
But yeah, I right now my favorite because I switch. I
Yeah.
don't have like a favorite song of all time. Right now my favorite track is the opening of Beyblade X.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit is fire. But yeah,
So,
I always yeah, go ahead.
oh no, no, go ahead. You can finish what you're
Uh,
saying.
yeah, I always like the openings of the Beyblade series. Yeah, they're awesome.
So, do you? Is there anywhere to play Beyblade over there, or is
No,
anybody playing it?
not really. I used to play in middle school, but yeah, just nostalgia.
Oh, I know about that. I know about nostalgia. So let's see. What are finishing up here? What's next? What is next for you? And I don't specifically mean what's next after Tomahawk Angel, because that's going to be years.
Mm.
So that's going to be way down the road. But if you have any idea what you want to do next, you can let me know. I just meant more like what's on the schedule. Do you have specific plans or anything like that for Tomahawk Angel coming up in real life or in your manga that you're starting to focus on?
Well, many of the things that are in store I cannot really announce
Makes sense.
until they get officially announced. Uh, what I can say is that maybe we're gonna get plushies. Nothing confirmed,
Woo!
but maybe. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Nothing guaranteed though. Uh, and Yeah, we're just moving forward. Drawing pages every day. Yeah, and if there's something exciting that will get announced, it's gonna be on my Instagram, like always. Yeah.
Okay, so Gall is asking, did the Tyranids are they have any inspiration towards the alien or sci-fi type of art that you have in your manga?
The turn. So actually, Warhammer is something very recent for me. The Tyranids.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of the Tyranids like if we rewind like 3 months ago. Yeah, I had no idea. It's something very recent for me, but I'm definitely drawing a lot of inspiration for my monsters from the Tyranids. Yeah, definitely.
Um, I forgot to ask. I just remembered. Is there was there any time that you went, okay, my manga, I want it to be more sci-fi, or were you like it could be fantasy, sci-fi, or did you ever think of anything like that?
So I'm not a huge fan of fantasy, and that's a bit ironic since I like Warhammer so much. But
I mean, Warhammer's pretty sci-fi, I'd say. It's
yeah, yeah,
all in
there.
space. you know?
Yeah, I like to think that there is an explanation for everything. I'm not really into magic and stuff like that. Um, I never was a big fan of Harry Potter, but that's as far as it goes. Um, yeah, I like sci-fi more. I like that there's an explanation for everything.
Which almost sounds like a spoiler.
Oh, there's definitely an explanation, yeah, for everything. Yeah, no spoilers.
because there's a big mother that I want to know where it came from and what's it doing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Last question I have right here, maybe the most important one. Odie, I'm going to show you something. Maybe you've never seen this before. What am I looking at here? What is
Oh.
this text?
Hmm.
I want to know. And we even got some, I think, a couple pages later. Yeah, look at this. Is
Yeah,
this, do you
that
actually know
goes.
what this all means?
Yeah, yeah, that goes deep. Yeah,
So did you create your own language? These
yeah.
like hieroglyphs?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know I'm probably not going to get any information about this because it's most likely very spoilery. But I'm interested in this. I want to know what I want to know what all that means, and I wanted to know if you really did create your own language.
Yeah. 1 second here. I'm gonna close the door. Um. So yeah, that's indeed the language that I created for Tomahawk Angel. I cannot say anything about it, and I don't think that it's translatable.
Okay,
You can translate it, but I doubt that anyone will be able to translate it ever. You know. But
I'm
yeah,
not I'm not I'm not the person who's going to break it. Just to let you know.
but yeah, that goes. I cannot say anything about it, to be honest.
Okay, okay, you heard it
but
here first, folks. No spoilers at
but
all.
it's something very important. Let's say. That's all I can say.
Well, you have our attention. I am very interested. When I seen that, I'm like, what in the world is this? And it looks super cool. All right, we are going to add this up here.
And I'll also have like 10% on my battery here.
Okay, yeah, we are wrapping up here. We are getting, if I can find it here. Okay. Nope. All right. We are ready for the second giveaway. This time we are giving away. I got to save some for the video that's going to be coming out. We are going to be got a whole stack here. Can't see.
Maybe I can plug my phone in and use. I'm gonna have to disconnect the mic and use my earphones.
Okay. Yeah, we are almost done here. So if you need to do something, just go ahead.
I think it will be okay. Yeah.
Sorry, we took a little longer. Hopefully that's all right.
No, yeah, that's perfect. Don't worry.
Okay, let me get this up. Okay, everybody, if you're listening, we have a giveaway. It's happening right now.
Yay! Let's
Second
go.
giveaway. Go, let's. I am going to give away. How about this one? Here we go. Where is my screen? We're going to give away a volume 2. This one is signed by Odysseus. And it has no extra artwork, but it might be hard to see. It has a
Okay.
red splot there. And I bet you're wondering what that is. That is a thumbprint. That is his thumbprint from the blood, which I just remembered I did not show off, which is a crime.
Yep, that one has bloody thumbprint. Yep, my blood. So it's you could say it's one of a kind.
So here, if for everybody, real quick, this is a drawing that Odie made me. Here's the front. It is signed on this one. I will be keeping that one. That one's personal stash. That was made with blood, which is insane. He's a madman.
I just had to do it.
So we are going to be giving away the one with the thumbprint and also signed. It is a volume 2. What word do we want to use this time? How about angel? Let's use angel.
Yeah.
All right, people, we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock and we're going to do angel. So let it rip. Beyblade reference here.
Yeah.
So Angel, as in Tomahawk Angel. This is a signed copy, 2024 copy. It has his name on it. It has, it's an advanced copy, 2024.
Yeah, it's also an advanced copy. The copies that Dark Horse send me directly. Yeah, so you'll be
Yes.
getting that.
I am, for my personal collection, I'm keeping a signed one just like this, of volume 2, an advanced copy. This one has some DNA on it.
Yeah, so you can clone me if you have the technology.
So if Odie's ever getting tired one day, you can clone him and send another Odie over to him to help him as an assistant. just a
Oh, good.
just a whole office of Odies.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think you would ever want an assistant? Let's say you're at volume 20, it's still being printed. Do you think you would ever take on an assistant to help with, if you become too famous, help you with backgrounds or something? Or do you
Not really.
just want to keep it all to yourself?
Not really. I think I got it.
That's good.
I have my sister who's really talented as well. So
Oh,
if I ever
awesome.
need assistance, yeah, she could help me out. Yeah.
So art runs in the family then. Manga runs in the family. All right, people, we're going to do 30 more seconds. Angel in the chat. Then we will pick the winner. And the winner is, like I said, going to get this advanced copy, volume 2, signed. I will be putting it in not like the previous one. That one's sealed. I will be putting this one in a hard plastic manga holder when I ship it out. So nothing will be touching the signatures or anything. It will be nice and sealed and minty fresh when you get it.
Let's see who gets the
All
bloody
right.
fingerprint.
All right. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One.
Bum, ba, ba, ba. The winner is Demetrius Rigakis. Demetrius
Oh, okay.
Rigakis.
Fellow Greek. Wow.
Let's go.
Should have just kept the copy. I could send it myself.
Hey, I'll check if shipping's too much. I'll have you ship him one, and I'll just pay you for it.
Yeah. I could
We'll
do
see.
that.
But that's awesome. I'm happy that someone over there, a fan of yours, over there in Greece,
Yeah, hell yeah.
gets it. So Demetrius, if you're in chat, give me a heck yeah. Give me a Beyblade. Let it rip.
Oh my god.
That's
Congrats.
awesome. Make sure you'll be getting that copy to you. All right, we're going to load it up one more time. I'm going to give away another volume 1. This one is where they started high, now we're getting low. We are going to give away one more volume. It is going to be a number 1. Demetrius, you in chat? There you go. Sweet. Demetrius, you're going to pay for nothing. You're not going to pay for anything, Demetrius. I will pay for shipping and everything. Don't worry. We will get you this cool manga setup, and you pay for nothing, my guy. It's a giveaway.
Yeah. Hell, if he was close, I could give it to him myself.
Yeah. Okay, we have one more volume to give away right now. And stay tuned this weekend. I'm going to be posting this as a video where it's going to be chopped up so everybody can go to these specific questions and see everything. I'm going to give away a volume of Tomahawk Angel Volume 1. And we're going to have the word. All right, the word is Beyblade, all one word. Beyblade. So you can start spamming Beyblade in the
Yes.
chat.
All
Giving
right.
away. What's that?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Everybody, let it rip. We got Tomahawk Angel, Volume 1. And this will be the last giveaway for the stream. And
Awesome.
then when the video comes out in a couple days this weekend, I will have in that video 2 more giveaways, another volume 1 and then a volume 1 and 2 set. And I think
Oh yeah.
yes, so that'll be a great way for people to get the manga for the first time, become fans, and keep buying it and bugging Dark Horse.
Yeah. Let's see some Beyblades in the chat.
All right, I'm seeing
Oh my
some
god, we have a lot
Beyblades.
of Beyblades.
I was at the I was online the other day and I actually had an ad for Beyblade. There's like some new sets or something out over here.
Oh yeah, it's the new like anime that came out.
Do you have those new sets over there where
No,
you're at?
no, 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 unfortunately. They're a bit too expensive for me, but yeah, maybe someday.
Hey, let me know if you want a specific one or you like one or something, and I'll send it over to you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, now you have connections in America. Your Beyblade, I'm your Beyblade dealer.
Hey, hell yeah, I'm a Beyblade dealer. Oh my god.
Okay, we're that's looks good. We're gonna count down. So make sure if you haven't typed Beyblade yet, you type it all one word: Beyblade. Here we go. 5, 4, 3,
Three.
2, 1. Blimp. Gall, I've seen you in chat. Gall Anonym. Anonym? Gall, you are the winner of the Tomahawk Angel Volume 1.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Everybody who,
Congrats.
yes, congrats. Everybody who has won, contact me on Instagram, Discord, or my email, and I will figure everything out and set it up so we can get your stuff shipped to you. Let's go back here. All right. Gall, congratulations. Do I see you in chat, Gall? Gall. You won the Beyblade Award.
Oh, wait.
Oh, look
Look
at
at this.
that. Look at that. We even
What
got
is this?
we have we have
Did I just read
fireworks
that?
going off.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's your first
uh,
time you've won something. It'll be nice to have on your shelf. Nice. Make sure you read it too, because it's great. All right. Like I said, everybody, make sure you come back, turn on your notifications, like, subscribe, because it'll pop up this weekend. The full video that will be edited and all that.
subscribe, everyone. You're
Yes,
not
and
gonna regret it.
down below in this description, as you can see, I have all of Odie's socials. Make sure you go and follow him on Instagram and everything else. And then I also have Amazon and my affiliate Scifier, which is over in the UK, which can ship to Greece and everywhere else over there too. To bot links to buy Tomahawk Angel down there. Make sure you get your copies or try it out because it's great. People are still typing Beyblade. They're crazy. They're crazy.
Oh my god. This was an awesome stream, not gonna lie. Yeah.
All right. Any final words, Odysseus Theodoratos, aka Mangaka Ody? Any wisdom to share to the people before your departure?
Keep chasing what you love. It's gonna pay off. It's better to suffer now and know that you're after what you love, then regret it later.
Wise words. Thank you all for watching the stream, and I'll see you all next time in the